Who's going to be watching?
Yeah. It's just a Saturday morning and we're live.
Saturday.
Yeah. It's Saturday morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Brooke. I always am like, how do we start these? Because there's always that like lag, right? Where like we go live and then we sit here for a little while, and then people have to join us. So yeah, how are you doing this morning, Brooke?
I'm actually doing pretty good. I stayed up too late, like I knew I would, but was able to make it into the office for this, get a little bit of work done. But I'm really hyped.
I'm really excited too. Yeah, I woke up on time, which is weird for me. And I took a shower and I had breakfast and I've had another cup of coffee and now I'm on my second cup of coffee, which is fantastic. Yeah, and I'm excited too to play Color It this morning. And we're going to play Color It. So Color It is a game from Haba, which is why we're on the Haba channel. And it's a game for 2 to 4 players, ages 4 and up, or 2 to 100 players, 1,000 players, doesn't really matter. There's 2 ways to play the game in the rules. One way you play like all around together, taking turns, and then there's the other way that you play where one person rolls the dice, or you can take turns rolling the dice, but everyone will color based on the dice rolls. And that version of the game you can play with as many people as you want. So that's what we're going to be doing this morning. Good morning, Patrick. So Color It is from Haba, and we're going to be playing that. But we're going to be playing with a promo coloring sheet from Root, which is a game from Leader Games, and that's your department.
That's
Brooke.
why I'm here.
So,
it's the only way I could get on a Haba live stream. I was like, how can I weasel my way into this? I know. If we offer promo color sheets, it'll have to happen.
Yes. Oh, yes. I'll let basically almost anyone on this channel in exchange for promo coloring sheets. As long as they're family friendly.
That's a very good caveat.
Yes. Good morning, everybody in the chat. We have some people strolling in, which is great. I'm going to make Leader Games Media, just in case, a mod. Dun, 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 dun.
I did not have breakfast this morning, and I just want everyone to know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so I cannot recommend this approach, even on a Saturday.
Yeah. The only reason I had breakfast this morning was because I'm spoilers, I'm at my mom's house. Hence why I'm not in the Haba studio. But it's my mom's house, so she always has good things for breakfast.
I have worn out my welcome at my parents' house. They don't cook me breakfast.
Oh, I had to cook it myself.
But you had resources.
I had resources. I came downstairs very groggily, and she was like, "Okay, so there's this and 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 this," and I was like, "Okay."
I actually have one of my lunches from this week in the staff fridge, which I was going to eat for breakfast, and then I got distracted. So maybe after we're done here, I'll have a little. It's even an egg bake. Like, it's very brunch appropriate.
That's pretty good, yeah. Patrick had a cheeseburger. That's, yeah. Why don't you tell us really quickly about Root?
Super fast, just like dial it down. Root, it's an asymmetric game, so everybody has different ways to acquire points. You can be the cats, you can be the Woodland Alliance, who has adorable bunnies and mice and foxes. You can be the Eerie, the birds. You can also be the Vagabond, which is kind of a loner character that kind of slips in and out of the forest and collaborates or destroys other people's stuff. But I think it's really fun. The art is fantastic. As you can see, Kyle Farron does all of our artwork. And we have a few expansions. Also, we have the Marauder expansion that was developed specifically to kind of help out the 2-player experience, which we've all gotten very intimate with the 2-player gaming experience over the past 12 to 15 months. But that is available for a late pledge on Kickstarter. Go find it. Root, the Marauder expansion. And that is what I will say about Root.
You have permissions if you want to drop the link in the chat to the
Oh
Kickstarter.
yeah, you know what? I even like set that aside specifically. I am prepared for this eventuality.
Good morning, Tatiota. So we have Root is actually one of my husband and I's favorite games, and we do mostly play 2-player even before the pandemic. And we're really excited about the new expansion. I definitely backed it. I think Root is the only campaign that I have backed on Kickstarter for the last 2 years. So there you go.
Speaks highly to your self-control and hopefully also to the quality of our offering.
Exactly. Yes. It's a sign of both of those things. Yes. So when I saw these coloring sheets, I was over the moon excited because I like coloring and I like Root. And so this is the perfect meeting of the two. So if you would like to play along with us to color this amazing coloring sheet, I'm going to drop a link in the chat right now. So you can go ahead and print off the coloring sheet. And you need one coloring sheet per person that's going to play. And if you want to play on a digital device, if you don't have a printer, you don't want to print out, if you have a tablet, or I've seen some people play on their computers, you can do that just with a photo editing software. Or I know one of my nephews played on his tablet with the just the basic built-in photo editing. He used the highlighter function to color. So if you want a digital way to color the sheet, you can go ahead and do it that way. But you can print out this or just make it so each player has a sheet, and then each player is going to need 5 colors to color with. And so the game comes with 10 colored pencils, 2 of each color, so you don't have to share. You have to share a little bit, but not not everybody's waiting for green, right? And so it comes with these 5 colors. So you're going to need green, purple, red, yellow, and blue. Okay. And that's all you're going to need to play along today. The game also comes with the dice, but only one player needs the dice. So I'm going to roll the dice for everybody today. And then also included in the box, the game comes with 4 coloring pads. So these are pads of paper, and there's 20 sheets of each design. And so the game comes with 4 things to color just built in already. Each of them has different ways to play. So there's in the rule book, but essentially if you're playing with the flowers or the rainbow, the rule is once you pick a color for a flower, that flower can be only that color for the rest of the game, and no other flower can be that color. And then the rainbow has a similar rule where once you color one of the rows in the rainbow a color, that whole row needs to be that color and no other row can be the same color. So that's that rules. And then these 2 sheets, the rules, if you want to play with the advanced variant, which is what we like to play with, is that no 2 touching spaces can be the same color. So that's the variant for these 2. And we have a lot of promo sheets available from hobbitusa.com. We have a activities and printables section under the Learn More, and I'll go ahead and link to that as well. And there are a slew of sheets available. So we have ones that are official HABA ones that use HABA games. We have a Gen Con one, and then we actually now have a coloring book. So we have a Color It coloring book, which has a whole bunch of different promo coloring sheets from different companies. And so the Root coloring sheet is available in that coloring book if you want to download it later. We also have some other coloring sheets from Leader Games, including a Vast coloring sheet, or 2 Vast coloring sheets, and an Oath coloring sheet, and another Root coloring sheet. So that is my giant spiel on how to get the coloring sheets and what you need. So if you want to play along today, you're going to want to print off the Root Game Night coloring sheet. I have a link directly to it in the chat. That's the Dropbox link. And then you're also going to need the 5 colors. So purple, green, blue, yellow, and red. I was like, what colors did I forget? So yeah, that's what I've got those available. And because this table is a little soft, I'm coloring on top of another coloring book. So I have something hard to color on.
I'm not sure how my play mat is going to take this, but we'll see.
Yeah. And you have really cool coloring pencils. We were discussing your coloring pencils.
Yeah, after I watched a Color It stream, I was at a local craft store and they had these woodless color pencils on clearance. And I thought, well, that's a sign. So I have a problem. I buy a lot of art supplies. I just love them.
I have a similar problem. My mother has a similar problem. My mom was helping me find. We were trying to see if we could have markers, and my mom was helping me root through all of her like various art and craft supplies that she's collected over the years for my nieces. And there was like a big tub at one point. But yes, I think that's a common problem that people have, art supplies. But if my colored pencils, if the coloring book trick doesn't work, I do have these like very more neon
classy.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I think if everybody is ready, I'm going to go ahead and teach it, and then we can go ahead and start coloring. So what's going to happen is I'm going to roll all 4 of these dice. And when I roll the dice, we're going to get 2 colors and 2 numbers. And what you're going to do is everyone is going to pick 1 color and 1 number to make a set. And then you are going to pick a spot on the coloring sheet that has the pips that you selected in it, and you're going to color it the color that you selected. So for example, I could do a green 2, or I could do a green 1, or I could do a yellow 2 or a yellow 1. So I would pick, let's say if I picked the green, I could say, okay, I'm going to pick this 2 pip spot and I'm going to color it green. And that's the pair that I made this round. Okay. And so let's talk about all the pips here on this sheet, because there's some little hidden ones. So we have each character's head has a pip somewhere on it. And then we can see the bird's eye has a 1 pip hidden there in the corner. So don't forget about that one. The bunny's ear, only one of the ear insides has a pip. So I would say if you're going to color that one, just color both ear insides. Let's see. Oh, there's the clock on the mantle.
Don't miss the clock. I was being a little sneaky with that one.
Yeah. And then the different spaces on the board have pips. And then the table has a pip, the tabletop. But then you have to notice the table, like, I think that's called the table skirt, has a pip as well. So that's going to be a different color. But the legs don't have any pips. So you can color the legs the same color as the skirt if you want. And then the game box under the table, the bottom of the box has a pip, and then the top has a pip. So there we go. Oh, and then the bird's tail has a pip right there.
I almost forgot the bird's tail.
Yeah, bird's tail. So don't forget, you got to look for the pips. And usually the 1 pips are the ones it looks like that are kind of hidden. So yeah, so what we're going to do is you're going to color, and I haven't tested this sheet yet, but the general rule that I like to use for these games is no 2 touching spaces can be the same color. So we're going to see if that can work. I think you're going to have to pay attention, and it'll be really tricky with the tabletop area, because the tabletop touches 1, 2, 3, 4 other color spaces. So you just have to be careful when you're coloring that area, what you use. So yeah. All righty. Any questions? Dun, dun, dun. Early morning stream. We have only early birds with us. Might not have much, but that's all right. People can color with us from the future as well, because this is available on our YouTube channel. All right, so let's go ahead and roll. All right, so we have a 3 and a 1, and then a yellow and a red. Yeah, cool. We can see that. Okay. So
I think I'll go red 1. That feels good.
I think I'm going to go ahead with a yellow 3. I think I'm going to go ahead and make this mouse. yellow. I'm not sure if that'll show up on camera. Maybe I'll add some orange highlights with the marker. Barely tell. The camera mount I'm using today is attached to the table, so it shakes a little bit when I color. I'll have to color more gently. So the ear is connected down to the face, and then the other ear technically isn't connected, but I'm going to go ahead because there's no pip in it.
Yeah, I decided to do my burb eye, but also do the tongue red. It seemed right.
Yeah, and that's kind of, if there's a space on the coloring sheet that doesn't have a pip, I kind of just house rule that you can color it what you want. And so the whole point of the game is to be the first person to color in all of the pip spaces on your sheet, which will get harder as the game goes on, because we might not get a rule that you can use, or with the whole touching rule, you might not get a color you can use. So it's kind of light. I'm going to go ahead and outline that with the orange just to help make it pop. Of course, the orange marker doesn't super want to work either, but we'll just add some shading.
Look at that dimension.
Yeah.
I love it.
I definitely, when I play the normal color, the coloring sheet that comes with the game, I like to doodle a lot, and it can take me, this game, like, if you're playing this game normal rules, not live streamed on the internet, it takes like 15 minutes. But if you're playing with me and I'm coloring the way I want to color, it takes about an hour to an hour and a half. So, good morning, Spieletreffen Verteller. Is it obvious I haven't practiced German in a while? All right, next roll. All righty, we have a 1 and a 3 again, and then we have a red or a green. So remember, you're gonna make a pair. I'm gonna go ahead and make the bunny green.
I have concerns about the game board, so I think I'm going to start working on that.
Yeah, that's a tricky color lock area. That's a good idea. I just like the idea of a green bunny rabbit. They've been rolling in some stuff. Maybe they were a white bunny rabbit, but they like fresh cut grass, maybe?
Rolling around in grass clippings. They smell so good.
Exactly.
I can see it happening.
My corgi, who is mostly that like reddish sable color, but she's got a white belly and white chest. She loves to roll in fresh grass clippings. And so we can always tell when someone has recently cut their yard, because if we go on a walk, she will happily roll in the yard, and then we will come home with a green corgi, a green and red corgi. So, yeah.
I'm excited. I'll be dog sitting my brother's corgi, Murphy, at the end of next month. And perhaps I will also get to experience freshly mown grass corgi. I don't know if I'm ready to give Murphy a bath. I don't know if we're at that point in our relationship yet.
I mean, it is a trust thing. With Ichi, I definitely don't give her a bath anymore. We just put like a couple inches of water in the bathtub, and then I put her tennis ball in the bath and just like splash it around, and she will like play with the ball in the bath and thus wash herself. And then occasionally I'll just, pet her with soapy hands. But we definitely are not giving her a bath. We avoid that.
You're no longer doing the formalized bathing process.
Exactly. Yes. We've given up that. All right. Oh, I rolled off. All right. Well, we don't have a lot of options on the color. Red.
All right.
1 or 2.
This will be my third red space, and I'm feeling a little antsy about it.
That's a lot of red. It's a lot of red. I'm going to go ahead and do the game board red. I'm going to do this quadrant. I think I'm going to add some details to this board to make it. I'm not sure what game they're playing. I think
it looks deceptively simple.
Yes. I think the finer details of the game art is lost. But this mouse is very smug and this mouse is very upset. So, not really sure what's happened here. But I'm going to add some like paths, maybe some clearings, just, some clearings around. Maybe this is my first route or something. I don't know. All right. Next roll. Oh, well.
All right, well.
Blue. One or two.
Way to make me force me to diversify there.
Yeah, it's
good.
Well, I wanted to make the bird tail blue. So this is perfect. This is perfect. Perfectly done. Yes. All right. Oops. I hit the dice. That was a 1. Swears it. I forget Kyle's last name because the internet makes me. I remember his Twitter handle.
Right? Farron. Kyle Farron.
Kyle Farron.
Bobby McFerrin. Only more bearded. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Bobby McFerrin may have a bigger beard, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, Kyle's art is fabulous. And it's Kyle. Yeah. See, it's Kyle D20 plus modifier. That is his name now in my head. Is that because
that's and he's very findable that way. So it's kind of interchangeable.
Yep. But Kyle's the one who did the art for Root and also this fantastic coloring sheet. And did he do all the art for all the coloring sheets?
He does all the art for all of our games.
That's awesome.
And actually, this particular piece, I believe, is from the Root RPG that'll be coming out later this year from Magpie Games.
Oh, wow.
So if you ever wanted to literally embody the Root experience, that will be an opportunity later this year. So there'll be even more Kyle Farron art out in the world that I'm very excited to see.
That is awesome. Oh, I'm excited for that.
Two wilds.
Yeah, so the star is a wild. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it's like a glittery star. The star means that you can pick whatever color you want. So I don't think we've rolled any purple. So I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna do the tabletop purple.
I'm opting for Angry Mouse being purple in the face.
Oh, that's a good idea. That makes sense.
Purple with rage.
Patrick Leader is in the chat, and Patrick says that according to company canon, that is true, but this is also Cole looking smug, me furious he is winning, and Kyle laughing, and then the person aghast is the viewer. You can imagine your adventures with us. This makes a lot of sense. Yes.
This checks out. I'm pleased to know even more about this.
When I tune into the streams on the Leader Twitch, I often feel Cole looking smug is an accurate description of what is happening. With Patrick a little upset, and Kyle enjoying the drama. I'm like lightly coloring the purple. Oh, it's not showing up enough. All right, we got to go darker. I was trying to be like all light and like I don't even know. But I have to color darker for the camera. Maybe I'll add some extra wood grain with my marker to really make it obvious. This is a big table.
Yeah, it's
nice
if it was like purple, if it was purple heartwood, it would be a very expensive table.
Yeah. Very expensive table.
It is not an IKEA table.
Yeah. It's really funny. I was talking to somebody who lives out in the Pennsylvania area, and they were aghast that all the furniture I own is from IKEA. And they were like, why? And I was like, because it's the best I can get. And they were so confused. And that's how I learned that the thrift stores out in that area where they live in Pennsylvania are like just apparently overrun with like really nice antique furniture that is just insanely durable because they're all like Pennsylvania Dutch Amish built, I guess.
Yep.
And I then started entertaining the idea of driving out to Pennsylvania
just to check it out.
With a truck. Yeah, with just like, a truck and then getting some furniture and coming back. But
and then the irony
yes,
that
is not an IKEA.
Yeah, the irony that the U.S. headquarters for IKEA is outside of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania.
That one was pretty cocked. All right. Well, we have no
More
options
red.
on this one, sadly. More red. So you can do a red or a red with a 2 or a 2.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I think I'm going to make the box cover red.
Oh, geez. Now I feel like I can't make my box cover red.
You can make your box cover red. We can have some overlap. It's fine. I mean, with how much red is on your sheet, I'm surprised I haven't overlapped with something. With how often you have picked red. Here, I'm doing this upside down for camera reasons, but I'm gonna try and make a my first root. Oh, S's are so hard back upside down. I have to remember how to do this. Okay. Okay, my first root. At least root is easy to spell. There we go. Somebody asked me the other day if there was a fort coloring sheet. And
that's right.
I told them I would ask you. I don't know if there's a good fort.
I think that there could be potential. I'm going to put that on my to-do post-it.
Not that you haven't made us enough fabulous coloring sheets.
Well, that's the thing. Once I get started, I just keep finding art pieces that would make excellent coloring sheets. All
right. A 1, a 2, a yellow, and a red. It's not great options.
I think it would behoove me to pick yellow. 1 or 2, okay.
I'm going to do the clock on the mantle yellow.
Aha!
Maybe it's like a gold, like a golden birch finish or something. Like a fancy. Oh, man. So are you all doing anything for All Shucks this weekend?
No, aside from this stream, which is adjacent, I guess. I did spend most of the day yesterday watching some great Aw Shucks programming. So if anybody is looking for something to watch, there's been some excellent streams. I spent some time watching Rose Gauntlet yesterday and learning about their upcoming Kickstarter game. The art is so good, and they have so many animals that are delightful chonks that it's pretty much a must back for me, I think. Also, Isaac and Lindsay are just delightful.
Yeah, Isaac and Lindsay are awesome. Quaid Rand. We are not using OBS, no. If I was at home, I might use OBS, but we're not using OBS. We're using StreamYard, which is like the simplest, most easy streaming software ever, and does not allow me to do anything.
Can confirm,
which is why
super
it's the
simple.
most easy ever.
Yes, not a lot of options, which makes it easy.
I can move the logo around on the screen. That's about it. All right, next roll. I'm gonna roll. Oh yeah, okay. We got a purple. Not a lot. It's red or purple, and then 2 or 2. Oh no, I can't do red or purple there. Oh, no.
Jeez.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna make Angry Mouse. I'm gonna make Patrick red in the face. I'm gonna make the cheeks extra red. Just extra red. Maybe some extra angry red on the nose. Just extra.
I'm going for the game board because, again, I feel like that's what's going to get me at the end.
It just got me. So if you have a valid spot, go for it. And not doing their hands, but I should maybe. So one of the things that I like about Color It is that you can make kind of any basic coloring page that is, not like an adult where they're very, very, very intricate, but you can make kind of those basic coloring sheets that are for ages, 4 to 10 or whatever into a Color It coloring sheet. So you can make your own promo coloring sheets with your favorite coloring books.
Yeah,
or your favorite board game art.
When I was testing this sheet, we didn't have, obviously, the cool dice. So I ended up using the root dice, which only goes 0, 1, 2, or 3. So if you roll a 0, you just got to re-roll. So that worked out okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, for $14.99, there's no reason not to pick up this game. Plus, you get the colored pencils, too, which is a nice... all contained with the coloring sheets and dice. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, good.
You know what? We haven't gotten this like entire game. Or no, we did get green once.
Oh, never mind. Yep.
But I'm gonna do blue. I'm gonna do the rest of the birds blue. So the bird will have a blue face. But yeah, you can pick up Color It from hobbywsa.com or your friendly local game store. And then you can play the sheets that come with the game, or you can make your own, or you can get any of the many awesome promo sheets that we have available on our website under activities and printables. So yeah. And we're going to play again.
We are going to play again.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean you and Patrick will be playing next Tuesday on the Leader Games Twitch channel. 5 p.m. Central Time, 4 Eastern. No, 6 Eastern.
6 Eastern, 4 Mountain, 3 Pacific. Yeah, we're going to play the Vast. Is it the Shadow Knight? And what's the other knight's name?
The Shadow Paladin and the Knight. And I'm really excited about it because when I made those color sheets, they have the same pips. So they could be used head to head. So you can decide if you want to be the Armored Knight or the Shadow Paladin and try to defeat your nemesis.
Yeah, I'm excited. Patrick and I are going to play. I don't know, Patrick, if you're still in the chat, if you want to play the Shadow Knight, the Shadow Paladin, or the Armored Knight. We'll have to figure that out before our game. But yeah, so Tuesday, right? This coming Tuesday?
Tuesday. What is that date? I think it's the 27th. It is Tuesday the 27th.
You want to roll off for it? Oh, yellow. Not a lot of options. Tuesday.
Oh, my yellow.
I
got so busy chatting that I didn't even... Well, I'm also doing the tabletop, which is the biggest. I need to finish up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the table skirt, I think, the yellow. Yeah, because it's a 2. So you have some time to catch up. But yeah, so Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and everything in between. We will be playing on the Leader Games Twitch. Color It. We still have to figure out the technical on that, but yeah.
I might try Steam, and we might try StreamYard.
It's pretty straightforward, and I can do the dice for you all still. You just have to add it to the thing. So, yeah, it's pretty simple. And I'm actually streaming with StreamYard to YouTube and Twitch at the same time because I did not make the Haba account a Twitch affiliate, so I can do that still. Yeah, but anyway.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
So much yellow.
All right, my bunny's gonna be yellow real fast.
I will loiter. This weekend for Oshucks, Haba is going to be doing demos of the Key, which is actually, there's copies behind me. We're going to be doing demos of the Key Sabotage at Lucky Llama Land. If you're interested in playing that, we have a demo available on Tabletopia. And then also tomorrow morning, I will be joining Matt Lees, and we're going to play the Key Murder at the Oakdale Club, which you have to say with a hoity-toity accent. It's like
I love it that way.
Yeah. But Matt Lees and I are going to attempt to solve the murders. There's actually 3 murders. So, that should be interesting. I've never been on a crime solving, as part of a crime solving duo with Matt Lees. So I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I'm hoping he's up for the challenge.
Yeah, I think you can carry it if necessary.
All right. Did you get your bunny colored?
I'm good. My bunny's good. Showing up.
We're getting close. I don't think either of us has had an invalid space. Okay, so that's a blue and a green. It's hard to tell them apart with the lighting in here, but that's blue or green, 3 or 2.
Oh, geez.
It's getting tight.
I'm afraid about...
I think I'm going to do the board.
I'm also kind of hung up on this bird being blue, so... I'm going to do the head and hope that I can get the tail later.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to count my spaces. I have the eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 4 spaces left.
I also have 4.
All right, that makes sense.
And checks out.
The shucks stream is down right now. Would you say shucks about it?
Shucks. They must have. I bet they planned it. It's great branding.
Just like all over all their social media, they're just like, shucks.
Shucks. The stream is down. Who could have predicted this?
Ooh, okay. 1, 2, purple or yellow. This is perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do the last game quadrant that I have yellow because purple won't work, and I am worried about that space.
I'm going to do purple also, but I think I'll do the game box bottom.
That's a good one. Ugh. I love this coloring sheet. Makes me so happy, and the more I color it, the happier I am. It's the simple things in life. It turns out all I needed this entire time was just good coloring sheets.
It's Kyle Farron magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really recommend anyone who wants to hop over to the Marauders Kickstarter page. One of the new things are these hirelings, which obviously are an additional mechanic to make the game great, but also a great excuse for us to ask Kyle to draw things like otters, and hedgehogs, and other delightful woodland creatures. So if you need a smile, I do recommend.
Yeah, we played the other day. Steve and I played Root, and it's always funny because we play cooperatively currently with the Clockwork expansions, and we always try to play different factions than we normally play. We're trying to like mix and match through them all, but I don't like to play different factions. So the way he kind of convinces me is he's like, but look at the art. Look at the cute. You can be cute little moles. Like, look at the little mole.
Look at the meeples. Oh.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, they're cute.
I also have a tendency to want to just go back to what I know. And I am also trying to play through every single faction. When all I really want to do is play the lizards.
Yes, the lizards.
All the time.
The lizards. I love the lizards. They're my favorite.
I don't think I've ever won with them, but I played with Carol the other week, and she played the lizards, and she trounced us. So it is possible. It's just I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah. Okay. It's a 2 or a 3, and then a purple or a wild. And I'm actually gonna do the game box bottom. Purple. Yeah, I love the lizards. My husband doesn't like it when I play the lizards because when I convert somebody to a lizard, I like do that like yes, one of us. Like, and he's just like no. Maybe that's the real reason he tries to get me to play new factions is so I won't do the creepy voice at him. But
I mean, I could see that being possible, but I guess diversity is important too.
Yeah, I guess learning new skills. Yeah. I did have fun playing the moles, though. The moles were very fun. At one point, I just had like a bunch of moles everywhere, and I could just like flash them across the map. And he was like, is that allowed? And I was like, yeah, that's the point of these. Like, all of a sudden, I pop up from the ground. Like,
surprise!
Yeah, exactly. Haven't you heard whack-a-mole? Like, this is what this faction does.
But also, please, no whacking.
Yeah,
we're friends here.
We're playing co-op. Yeah. But it'd be really funny because there'd be like a bunch of the cats, and I would be like, okay, on your turn, don't touch this clearing. Just don't touch this one. And he would be like, but there's so many cats. Are you sure? And I'm like, yes, don't go there. You will get hurt. Don't go there. So, yeah. The factions are fun. Root is so fun. It's a pain in the booty to teach to new players with the asymmetric because there's lots and lots of different factions. But the tutorial guide that's in the base game is really fantastic. I almost like prefer just to teach that way.
Whenever I'm starting a new faction, I always use the setup from the box.
Yep.
Although it's always on Tabletop Simulator right now, but it will be easier when we're all back together again.
Yes. All right. I have 2 spaces left, but they're kind of tight. All right.
Oh, I have 2 spaces left, and okay. That it could have been bad, but it's not as bad as it could have been.
All right. I can actually use both of those. I'm gonna do the bunny's ears.
I'm sad because the bird tail will not be blue, but
it'll be colored.
Now this is just a rainbow bird.
We might tie, but that's okay.
It depends on this next roll. Like, I have left the clock.
Oh,
but there has to be a 1 then.
I also need a 1, so I'm on the 1 eye. So, yep, I need a 1, not blue. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can have a friendly tie, because at Habbo, we do friendly ties. Oh, well, neither of us. No ones. No ones, but if anybody's playing at home,
Yep,
2,
there you
2,
go.
purple and green. So there you go. Give you a minute on that.
Yeah, I like cooperative and I like ties only because I think I'm a sore loser. That's the problem.
I find it interesting that you're not sure. Like, I think I'm a sore loser.
I think I try not to be. I try to just enjoy the gameplay experience, but
Oh no! All right. Well,
if it's a 1, keep it. Otherwise, reroll.
it's a 3, and it's across the room now.
Well, good luck for anyone who is waiting for a 3.
All right. 3, 2, yellow and green. So that one won't work. But if you're playing at home, could be that you have won. You might have beaten us. Oh, hey, Outlook wants me to know that I should be on Twitch right now. Thanks, Outlook.
Outlook always looking out for you.
Solid. Giving me a solid. All right. Try again.
Come on.
Oh, yay!
All right.
Double ones. All right, and it's a blue and a green. I almost was left without an option, but I can have a green eyeball.
Oh my gosh. And now, like, if I would have just gone for the purple clock, I could have had a blue tail on my burb.
Well, you live, you learn.
Things that could have been.
There you go. There we go. Dun, da, da. So we win. We both win.
We're winners.
Congratulations.
GG. Good game. I did my little.
Oh, I like it. Here, let me get rid of that.
There we go.
So you can be a little bigger.
There we go.
I love it. Oh, it's
I'm looking forward to finishing it now, actually.
Yeah, I actually was looking at that too. I was like, I'm probably going to just sit and finish it during the key demos today. So there we go. But awesome. Well, thank you for coloring with me.
Thank you for the invite. I really, making these coloring sheets was really fun, and I will work on Fort. And I'm excited for the opportunity to color the vast ones on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Leader Games Media on Twitch.
Yes. So on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah. So on Tuesday, we will be playing the vast sheets, which are available in the coloring book on the Haba activities page. Do you happen to know which page numbers those are?
I don't. Hold on a minute, though.
There's the Color It promo.
They look like this. Oh, there we go.
Nice. Oh, I'm so excited. I like how they're like,
there we go.
Face them off against each other.
Da, da, da.
So it looks like it's page 5 and page 7 in the Color It coloring book. So you can print those off, and you only need one, but you can decide who you want to play as, either the Shadow Paladin or the Armored Knight. And we're gonna play Tuesday on the Leader Games Media?
Leader Games Media, Twitch TV.
Yep. So if you want to follow them right now, I think they're in the chat. Leader Games Media, if you want to say something. You can go ahead and follow them now on Twitch. If you just click their username.
Tuesday, April 27, 5 p.m. Central.
5 p.m. Central. Yep. So if you click on their name in Twitch, you can go ahead and follow them. And then, do I have the bot that does the thing? Hang on. Let me see if I have this bot. Do I have... Does this work? Nope, I don't have that bot turned on. That's okay.
That's it.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so I will be back on Tuesday with Patrick. Patrick's gonna be the one coloring with me on camera. But Brooke will be there as well, I believe.
I will be there lurking in the chat. Yeah. I will be coloring along also.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know which one I want to color yet. And if Patrick doesn't have strong opinions, I think we'll just do a roll off.
Nice.
But yeah, so this has been us playing Color It, which is actually designed by Lina and Gunther Burkhardt. So if you are interested in getting your own copy of Color It, you can find it on hobbyusa.com, your friendly local game store, or wherever it is you like to purchase games. But as a reminder, the game comes with colored pencils and the dice to roll, and it also comes with the 4 coloring sheets. And then, like I said, we have a ton of promo sheets on the website because I realized that I could make promo sheets. And so I started making promo sheets. And then I reached out to different publishers who are awesome, like Leader Games, and they made a bunch of awesome promo sheets. So if you like coloring, or if you have kiddos that are maybe more into coloring than games, Color It is a great option. And also, if you have kiddos that are more into games than coloring, Color It is a great option to kind of trick them into practicing those fine motor skills. So, yes, exactly. And we've had lots of adults say that they just enjoy it because it's kind of meditative. And different coloring sheets have different strategies and promos, and you will find that there is some thought that you have to do, but not like a ton. So it's just nice to color. But
so true.
Awesome. And don't forget to check out the Root Kickstarter. You can, the Kickstarter is no longer running, but you can order the game pre-order.
Late pitch, yeah.
Late pitch. That was it. I was like, it's obviously been a while. So yeah, if you're interested in getting Root goodness. Awesome. Okay. Thanks again, Brooke. I will see everybody. Oh, if you're interested in playing the key, come hang out with me in the All Shucks Discord. I will be there doing demos of the key all weekend. And yeah, otherwise, I'll see everybody on Tuesday for more Color It.
Thank you, T. This is a great way to start my day.
This is a great way to start any weekend. I love coloring in the mornings. All right. Bye, everybody.